My name's Scott Simpson, and I am part of, I run the Scott Fraser collection. I started it about a month ago, after sort of years of wanting to start something and years of sort of collecting vintage clothes and just a passion for menswear and styling and things like that. So it was a sort of natural thing that was born out of that. I felt I really built up like a strong knowledge of what I did and didn't like and what I thought worked and wouldn't work, and also it really has helped me because from being a model or working in that industry, you end up meeting so many different people. So there's people in different magazines or fashion houses. For designers that I look up to, really, there's a lot of British brands out there that I really like. I look towards British brands at the moment in terms of what I like. And there's a few. There's one called Private White, which I really like, which is based in Manchester. They've got their own factory up in Manchester making all their own clothes. And there's another one called Harry Stedman, which is a sort of Ivy League, 50s, 60s inspired menswear. The first collection I did was of duffel bags, and I did them all in canvas and leather, really. So I've grown to have a real passion for sort of leather and how you can use it and how it ages and things like that. So I really like using that. But also I'm planning to sort of use a bit more canvas. I really like the look of it, and also what colours you can get it in. It was something that I just decided, oh, you know what, I really need a bag. And I was looking around and I couldn't find anything, and I didn't want a rucksack, and I didn't want what was out there. And I thought, well, why not just design something? You take points that you feel are necessary, ergonomically and visually, and you kind of push them together and make something that you feel is practical. And it was just something that kind of came about naturally. I try and get as involved as possible in the making. I cut the canvas. For the bags, I cut the canvas myself. I cut all the patterns. One of the reasons why I want to keep my production in England or in London, because it's right there and you can go and see it and you can feel it and you can be part of the whole making process. In terms of the mid-century element to the brand, it's something that I'm totally interested in, the 50s and 60s scenes that I'm involved in. I DJ as well as sort of collect clothes, as well as restore old scooters and bikes and things like that. So it's part of my life anyway. So naturally, the things that I wanted to create were somewhat kind of encompassing that lifestyle. The term retrospective modernism was something that I kind of came up with myself. It kind of encompasses my brand because it understands, or it aims to understand, all those things that have come before and then bring them through into the 21st century. Well, there's a lot of brands out there that I really respect, and I think that you can share your makers or fabric mills or anything really, and I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. You can work together to take the best of one brand and the best of the other brand and kind of mix it together. If I was to give any advice, I think it would be to just do it. Don't waste your time, because it can pass by, and what you think might be right for people out there goes like that, and it's over. I think it's important to sort of cement timeless pieces that you could have for 10, 15 years and it still look as current as it is today, But I think, it is. It's all about just doing it and following what you like as opposed to what you think people would like, because it's a reflection of your own interest and sort of design creativity. This is one of the pieces that I've been working on, which is the sort of lapelled waistcoat. And I'm working on this, plus a sort of trouser set to go with it. I'm planning to launch some jackets in denim and some other sort of workwear jackets in sort of some boiled wools and some heavier drill cottons and things like that. The collection can definitely work for the modern male. I think that's really important to know about this brand. It's not a vintage brand. It's got heritage and understanding of style, but it's something I want to kind of take across to guys that maybe wouldn't know that much about 50s, 60s style. I'm going to try and bring it up together all all at the same time, as opposed to focusing on one and then focusing on the other. I think it will be nice to sort of bring them in piece by piece, and you can add stuff to your wardrobe really, as opposed to sort of one dominant theme. It's just going to naturally flow, and I'll see how it goes. You know, I'm looking forward to it. It's fun. I'd just like to say thanks to Rough UK for the interview, and no doubt I'll speak to you in the future.